Well, on the other side of the aisle, Senator J.D. Vance was also in Wisconsin. The Republican visited La Crosse today.
Madison Rios has you covered on Vance's final message to voters in battleground states.
Brandon Amber, Ohio Senator and GOP Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance spoke to voters in La Crosse today as part of his final effort to gather the support of swing voters. During this last visit to Wisconsin before Election Day, Vance highlighted the current state of America's economy and the crisis at the border, much of which he attributes to Kamala Harris's actions during her time as vice president. Before leaving the stage, Vance left the swing voters in Wisconsin with what he calls a simple message. He says, quote, "It doesn't have to be like this." Vance says people don't have to agree with everything he says or with everything former President Donald Trump says, but he believes there are certainties heading into Election Day.
But what we know is that when Donald Trump was president, you could afford to pay your bills. What we know is that when Donald Trump was president, we had a president who fought for border security for American citizens. What we know is that when Donald Trump was president, wages were rising as fast as they had in a generation in the United States of America.
Vance also says a vote for Kamala Harris would be a vote to keep things the same, including unaffordable housing, rising grocery prices, and an unsecured border. Vance was also set to travel to Michigan, Georgia, and Pennsylvania today. He is scheduled to wrap up tonight in Newtown, Pennsylvania.